Hey, what is going on, guys? PetroDXG here, back with another video, and today's video is gonna be a whole lot different.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
Okay, first off, I wanna go by saying, you guys probably wondering, hey, you're not recording a video for months, so what kind of video is, well, not really for months, but what kind of video are you just putting up now? Well, it's an art video, because I've been getting tons and tons of questions on how you make your art on Twitter. Like, I made a lot of art on Twitter. I'll put it on the screen now. Yeah, you're gonna see it, all that stuff. But anyways, by the way, I'm not sick, but I have like this cold and this make my voice so weird. But anyways, that's not the point. So today I'm gonna show you the first tutorial on how to make art, digital art with your fingers. As in, I use my fingers to draw. I use my Android phone. You can use your iOS or your iPhone or whatever it's called, but I use my Android. So you just gonna need one single app. Simple. It's MediBang Paint. You can make amazing, good quality art with MediBang Paint. It's right here on my screen right now. I have it like, wait, right there on the screen. It's not touching. It's not touching. Oh my god, I even know that. Here it is on the screen right now. It's MediBang Paint. So it's very simple. There's other apps on the Google Play Store or your App Store, whatever you call it, like Ibis Paint or Adobe Draw or whatever else you guys want to use. But I use MediBang Paint. So yeah, maybe the same thing will work in Ibis or any other app, but the concepts are completely different. So yeah, that's what I use. I'm gonna go ahead by going into the app. You know what I suggest you do before you jump into drawing. This is just how to get started. This tutorial is just how to get started. I want to see how much support the tutorial gets before we can actually do something extreme, like go into the real stuff. They're gonna go into the app. You're gonna know all this stuff. That over here is not really important. It's just where you can log in and do all this stuff. Down here is where you can see other people's drawings when you're connected to the Wi-Fi. It's on the MediBang website. I am connected to my Wi-Fi, but for some reason it's not showing. I don't know why. Probably show later. You got your online saves, you got your post to MediBang, you got the private settings, you got local saves, you got the previous and new canvas. New canvas is if you just want to start a brand new, fresh, entire piece of art. Previous is when you have an art and you left it. You can just start back from where you left off. Online saves when you save your art online, and local saves when you save your art on the app, which is on your phone or your tablet, whatever you use. Post the videos you post on the MediBang website where other people can also see it, and private things I never really go into that. So yeah, you're probably gonna say, okay, there's no art in here right now. The reason why that is because if you guys follow my Twitter, you'll see me tweet this morning that I got my phone just stopped working and just rebooted on me completely at the same time. I don't know what happened. It wiped all my data, so all my art is gone, all my progress. It's so sad. But anyways, guys, if you guys really seriously really want to make cool and amazing art like what I'm showing on the screen right now, this is a fan art that I made for TV and Preston Plays, that big YouTuber with 5 million subscribers. He noticed it and it currently has 300 and I don't know, I'll put a screenshot on the screen right now, 300 and something likes, and it's still going. It's going fast. People are still asking how I do that. When I tell them I did it on my phone, they were so surprised. Right, so I'm gonna make more fan art, so you can make art that looks like this too. So anyways, what you're gonna do, you're gonna press create, or you can press this little plus sign at the top. Configure your what you call it, you can make your canvas size change. What I use for my canvas size is 1000 times 1000 because yeah, it just way better. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna press the height or whatever you want the rest. You're gonna go back and you're just gonna put it to 1000. Yeah, and you can change the paper size. You can do it automatically. You got Twitter headers and Twitter icons and all that stuff. It's a Japanese manga app. Don't question it. So here it is. It's fully loaded, 1000 times 1000. So here it is, the app. This is what it looks like inside. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna have to touch all of this stuff. I advise you touch all of this stuff so you can know how the app works. This is just a how to use app. In the next video, if this gets like, I don't know, I'm gonna get to the like, or if this gets like 10 likes, because I know you guys are inactive because I've been posting videos. I've been trying to post Minecraft videos. I will get back to it someday, eventually. But right now, this is what's important. So you're gonna mess around with all this stuff. You touch all of it, just mess around with it, see what it does. I'm not gonna do it on screen because that's too much time. I'll just show you what I mainly use. So you got the pencil tool, the regular stuff. You got this little thing down here, which is your color wheel and all that cool stuff. You can save your colors. So if you like, I go to this shade of color and I press this plus sign right there, you save the color right in. You got the opacity, which you can change from also in here of the tool. So if you want to change to 78, it's gonna look a little dimmer. If you brighten it up to 100, it's gonna look way brighter than it looks right there. We got all these different type of tools. You can get more tools. Like I use many different tools. I won't lie about that. I'll use a lot. I'll change up each artwork that I do, just depends on how I do it. I don't know, I just change up. I don't really stick to one. Most of the times I'll use one, and my main one is the airbrush tool. Not this airbrush, I use that airbrush as well, but not that one. So my airbrush comes from where you're gonna go into this little thing here. Like you go press this little palette and you go into the plus sign. The plus sign will bring you to the online tools. So this is the standard tools that you can download the internet. Then they're gonna go to cloud. Then they're gonna see all these other tools down here, which you can download into your phone, and yeah, you can use them, and it's gonna be it's super lit. Like I use watercolor and all that cool stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I found the airbrush. It's right there. It's right there. Airbrush hard. So that's what I really use, and I use all these other tools too, but not really. And so what you're gonna do to get your tool, you're gonna press it. Then you're gonna see it's gonna ask you to create an account. I forgot to log in. So you're gonna either create an account with your Gmail, or you're gonna sign up with the MediBang website so you can get those tools, or you're gonna log in if you have an account already. For me, I have one already, so I'm just gonna log in and be right back with you. Press it, then it's gonna go processing. Then once it's finished processing, yeah, it's gonna go you here and you're gonna see all the stuff you can change. It's gonna talk about pen pressure, but I use my fingers. You guys won't believe it, but I use my fingers. This is a finger tutorial, so not like those Photoshop touches tutorial, all that cool stuff. So anyways, so these are all the line tools you can use to make cool lines and stuff. You can adjust your pen size and your width of all the tools. I usually use the regular pen. Sorry for the cough. This is where you can move the art on the canvas. So I suggest using different layers for different parts of the art, so you can adjust and fix them easily and all that cool stuff. This is your rubber. It's kind of obvious. You're gonna erase what you don't want to be here. You can go as high as 300. You can just erase what you don't want to be there and all that stuff. So another cool thing about this, as most apps have, if you make a mistake, like for example you're drawing and your lines go lean, so you're just gonna press this back tool right here, this tool right down here, the arrow's gonna be there, this tool right down here, and you can also go like forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. It's quite cool. So, and also if you're gonna like draw a piece of art, like you want the color, you can use the sapling tool and just sap the color. It saps many different colors. Like for example, if I just go like this, if I just bring this down here, bring this down here, bring this part down here, bring this up, and I can just change like this color right here, this green. I can just sap it back, and then there we go, we got another color again. This is the bucket tool. It uses to fill up the entire canvas with color or a selected part of the canvas. So for example, if I was to make a circle like this, then I'll just go ahead and use this little one tool right here. Up here is like where many of the tools are kept. You just use this little one tool, you're gonna select it, then you're gonna use the bucket tool and you're just gonna fill it right in the circle or area that you select. It helps the color faster. But yeah, that's all. That's pretty cool too. Oh, so next few type of tools that I use, these are the cool airbrush tools that I use. Like they just makes life easier. You can just make these straight line airbrushes, and it just looks super cool. You can also make these circle airbrushes, all that stuff. Yeah, it's just really cool. So you guys know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to mess around with the tools and all that stuff. You know how it is. You know how you can mess around and all that stuff. So yeah, so what I do, you see, to get your art looking good, because if you watch some of my speed arts, after the art is finished, the quality doesn't come out really good. But I got a tip from this guy I know, such Ace. He draws anime art stuff, whatever. So he told me that you can use the larger the canvas, the better the quality. But to make the quality look good, you can't use, like, the pen cannot be, or the tool that you're using cannot be too large, because it just bring the quality down. So he told me to use 1000 times 1000, or bring down the tool to like 2, because that will give it a better quality when it comes out. That's just like the outline and all that cool stuff. So yeah, Another thing I use whenever I'm trying to get these like perfect lines. Now let me put this to black. To get these like perfect lines without using freehand, because sorry, there's a bike was passing by, because freehand is kind of annoying. This thing up here called correction, you're gonna press that and you can increase your correction up to 20. That means your line's gonna be like super straight, like that. But if you bring down it, just look at the difference. If you bring down the correction to 0 and try to draw straight lines just by wobbling, but if you bring it to 20 and try to draw straight lines, it looks way straighter and better. So you can do a comparison. There's a lot of stuff here I need to face all that. So let me so you guys can do the comparison if you want to. Yeah, so my correction, it wouldn't really go that high because I don't really need it to be that high, because it kind of takes away all the fun out of it. So I just put the correction to 5, because that's how high it was before the app had an update, which they increased it to 20. So yeah, a quick thing you guys can also do, you know, you can also experiment with your layers as well to get these type of effects. So you have the effect right here and all that cool stuff, but unlike on different layers, you can press this little thing, this little 3-dot thing down here, which is all these type of stuff. You got Gaussian blur, which is in PS Touch. You can also delete layers, remove permanently. Once you delete the layer, you can't get it back unless you say you do something. This is how you make your layers. You're gonna press the plus sign, color layer, 1-bit layer, 8-bit layer folder, select an image to add. Select an image to add. What does that do? It allows you to add an image into the art, to the canvas. So you can use it that way, but I usually don't use it that way. I use it as over here, this little circle thing next to the layers. So oh god, this is getting so annoying with this code. Anyways, these layers, you got tile, you got tone, and you got items. So what you're gonna press items, because a lot of people ask me how do I get an image in the corner of my arts. So you're gonna press item, then you're gonna press the plus sign down here where you touch the photo. You're gonna allow MediBang to do all that cool stuff or whatever, go up. Then I recently took a few screenshots and I took like my down image, for example this right here. You're gonna press that and boom, there it is, gonna be right onto the canvas. You can adjust the size and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. You can adjust the size, put it in the corner, and you know, if you want to take the color from it, you can also do that too. You can use it as your reference or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty sick. So yeah, I need to always be saved there right in the corner, no matter what you do. If you delete off your phone, MediBang will still have it in there. So I know this tutorial is not really what you guys are expecting, but you know, you gotta start from the basics. You can't just rush into it like that. So as I said before, 10 likes and I'll really start getting to the stuff like with a part 2. Not really a part 2, like a episode 2 and how to do it. So like I'll draw like a sketch and show you guys how to trace it back over and do all that stuff. Speaking of tracing, please guys, do not trace other people's artwork. That is not cool. So when you trace other people's artwork and you got caught for it, it's gonna be over for your career. It's over. You're not be considered an artist. So once you trace once, you're just gonna be into it. I never traced, or I did once because this guy told me to trace so I could learn how to draw. He was my inspiration. He didn't rock the arts, but he didn't really inspire me anymore because he kind of quit. So I never really traced. So yeah, so don't trace. That's not right. It's not cool. You won't learn to draw. You won't be original. I'm not saying it's hard to be original, guys, but try to make your own style. The more you work to it, the more you progress and make your own style. Me right now, I still don't got my own style of how to do this stuff, but you guys can learn too. So yeah, so it's all that cool stuff. And by the way, if you guys new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. I want to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. The year is almost over. 2018 is almost here if God spares our lives. But anyways guys, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. PetroDXG out. Oh boy.